Week 15, we got the 49ers versus the Cardinals. So San Francisco is favored by 12 and a half. As much as I hate big point spreads like that, I'm going to take San Francisco. Let's just go ahead and kind of walk through the numbers here. So the model really likes San Francisco. It gives them 94% chance of winning, which equates to about a 21-point victory. When I come over here and look at the raw numbers, it's telling me pretty much about the same thing. A 35-13 victory. And quite frankly, when you look at a lot of Arizona's scoring this year, and then you compare that with how solid San Francisco generally plays, that doesn't sound unusual at all. San Francisco. So if you take a look at the overall rankings over here, so San Francisco is in the top 10 in all of the categories. Meanwhile, uh, Arizona's is in the bottom three of the four, with the rushing is the only bright spot. And to be honest with you, if they can rush the ball and not completely suck on defense, they might have a chance to maybe get lucky and win one of those 6%. But I would not really put a whole lot of faith in it. When I look at the Bayesian adjustment, and again, that's the reason why I kind of like the adjustment as well, because when you have a team like San Francisco that's going to put up a lot of yards, rushing, passing, oftentimes, what you end up seeing is their difference, their uh, 0.4 points against ratio is going to help. When I compare that to the model, it kind of helps bring things back into consideration. And so what it's really saying here is when I look at that 39, it's saying, yeah, they're not really winning by as many points as what the model is predicting. Meanwhile, the Cardinals are poor. They've got differential of 101 points. They're still 18 points better than what the model was predicting. So it says, yeah, the Cardinals are a little bit better than what you're predicting, and San Francisco is not quite as good as what you're predicting. So in which case it's closer to about 10.5, which is pretty darn close to the 12.5 point spread. I would definitely say that you can read this data differently and say, hey, San Francisco should win, but I can see them being up by a solid, two scores going into the final minute, and they don't care if they give up, uh, a field goal or a touchdown or something like that. Those sort of things happen, which shrink those big point spreads down. Because again, the teams don't care about 12.5 point spread; they just care if they get the W. So that part's always hard to predict. So definitely look at this data and come to your own conclusions, and it's very easy to do. So when I look at the performance charts, so a couple of things here. You definitely see significant advantages for San Francisco in both the passing and the rushing. And then you see some of these higher numbers up here, which, quite frankly, for San Francisco, you go, hey, they might very well put up 400 yards of passing. I think they've done that, and it wouldn't totally surprise me. The thing that really is lead telling here is you see just the sacks, you see the interceptions, those types of turnovers are you're just not going to win games that way. Then you come over here, Arizona, they're not explosive in any way, shape, or form. And then you compare that to just an explosiveness over here of just, if you have a team that's getting 7, 8, or 9 plays that are 25 to 40 yards at a time, those are just huge when it comes to that total point at the end. And then likewise, they're largely predicting Brock pretty good. It looks like that they're predicting some pressure there, but you're seeing low turnovers, which is always gonna give that advantage, uh, to the team that can control the ball and then really explode. So anyhow, that's what I got for the week. If you like what you listen to, if you found this information helpful, click like and subscribe. And if you've got a question, comment, drop me a note.